Hello everybody, looks like we're live here. So I'm going to go over basic chords with open strings. So these are kind of like the first chords that you'd learn. So if you're a student of mine or a student of someone else's, this will hopefully help you out. You might even try to get all these going, or get them started at least before your first guitar lesson. But we're going to go through eight chords. So 5 of the major chords and 3 of the minor chords. And these involve the kind of open strings. All right, so let's see if we can get going here. So our first chord that we're going to learn will be the E major chord. Okay, so we're going to kind of take it finger by finger here. And so we'll place the first finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret, 2nd finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Okay, so that gives us the E major chord. So let's write out some of the fingers here. So finger 1, 2, and 3. All right, and we strum all of the strings. So that's a really good one to get started with, because you can take the strumming hand and pick all the strings. Okay, so let's take a look at the next chord here. So look at A. All right, so this one is like this. We strum from the 5th string open. And so we have fingers 1, 2, 3 all on the 2nd fret there. So this is tough for some folks. If your fingers are just a little wider at the tips, and might be a little bit difficult to get that in. You can try to bar with the 1st finger, and then we'll typically kind of mute the 1st string because your finger will touch that. Some folks will take 1 finger on 2 strings, and then another on the next. And then you can kind of get the 1st string going if you do it that way. But if you can, try playing with 3 fingers there. All right, so let's see if we can take a closer look at it and get the finger numbers here. So 1, 2, 3. All right, and then we don't play the 6th string. So you can strum from the 5th string. You can also mute the 6th string. And that way you can play a little more freely with the picking hand. But I'd recommend starting out with the thumb behind, getting a nice balance of pressure, and then just aiming for that 5th string and strumming from there. All right, so let's set up our next chord. Okay, so next up we have the D chord. And this one's 4 strings, so we use fingers 1, 2, and 3, and then we have the 4th string open. All right, so let's take another look at that one. All right, so fingers 1, 2, and 3, and then we're not playing the low 2 strings. All right, now look at we're gonna look at here G. Now we have a couple ways of playing this finger-wise. So you can play it like that, or like this. And the way you kind of end up doing it will sort of depend on what key you're in. So if you're in the key of G, you might use this fingering. Key of D, did I say G? So key of D, you're gonna do this one. Key of G, you might use this. So it all depends on how the chords kind of move from one to the next. But you could really use either one. Okay, so let's say 1, 2, and 3. Or you can use 2, 3, and 4. As far as changing to most chords, I'd recommend using 2, 3, and 4. You're gonna really need to know both. But initially it will probably be easier for most folks to play 1, 2, and 3. All right, and that one is that one we use all strings. All right, so let's move to the next chord here. So we'll look at C major. Okay, so first finger, second string, first fret, second finger, fourth string, second fret, third finger, fifth string, third fret. Okay, and strumming 5 strings on this one. Okay, so let's take a look at the chord there. So we have fingers 1, 2, and 3, and then we're not plucking the 5th string. All right, so there we have the C chord. And let me go back to the screen, make sure everybody got to see that, just in case I mixed anything up. This is a live video, so give a look at that, the C chord. Okay, now we're going to look at some of the minor chords. Okay, so we went over 5 of the major chords, and now we're going to look at 3 minor chords, and that'll be it for this video. Okay, so E minor. Okay, so fingers 2 and 3, and strings 5 and 4, second fret. And we can strum all the strings on this one. Okay, so fingers 2 and 3, and strumming all the strings. Okay, so let's take a look at the A minor chord. So first finger, second string, first fret, second finger, fourth string, second fret, third finger on the third string, second fret. And we're strumming 5 strings. All right, let's look at the finger numbers. We have 1, 2, and 3. All right, and one more chord to check out today. We have the D minor. So this one, we strum 4 strings again with first finger here. I'm using 4th finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. 2nd finger on the 4th string, or sorry, 3rd string, 2nd fret. Okay, so that's first string, 1st finger, 1st string, 1st fret. 4th finger, 2nd string, 3rd fret, and 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Strumming 4 strings there. Okay, so I was using 1, 2, and 4. That's what I would recommend. You can also play the 2nd string with the 3rd finger. All right, everybody. Well, that's gonna be it for today's talk. But you can play a lot of songs with those 8 chords. You're not gonna probably use them all in one song. Usually 3 or 4 chords, maybe more. And then also, if you have a capo, then you can go ahead and use these same shapes and play in different keys. So that's definitely something to get a hold of there if you haven't already. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for checking out this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.